All right, guys, thank you for joining me today, as per usual. Thank you for joining me again, rather, sorry. I appreciate it as always. So, clearly, guys, there's a lot going on, right? And I'd like to know, what are we missing? Why are so many things going down, and we are so hyper focused? I think a lot of us are hyper focused on what's going on in Israeli Hamas war. I also think, again, this is all just me thinking, but or my opinion rather. Thank you for the 5x5. Sorry about that. Just got into it real quick. Mr. Landfill, Frisbaum, Flown Grown, Sarita, All American Prepper, another friend. Joe FW, Eric Flora, WTC, thank you for the 5x5. William K's, Adriana, Cat Lady, Cali Prepper, Amanda, thank you for the 5x5. Blackfoot, Teresa, Lisa, Mary, Brett, At Peace, thank you for the 5x5. Penny Prepper, Patrice, Deanna Walters, Water Tiger, PA Mama, thank you for the 5x5. Author, Sheena, VA Recycler, Devil Dog, Rhonda, Tom, Buy the Book, Christian Prepper, V Intuitive, thank you for the 5x5. Tommy, Live Free or Die, thank you for the 5x AR. Okay. Thank you for the 5x5, guys. Appreciate it. Spotted Fawn, JC Fixer, thank you for the 5x5. James Price, thank you for the yo-yo 5x5. Appreciate it, guys. Anyway, so we have a ton of shit going down, and we are all focused on Israel, like I said. There are things financially, guys, that are not making sense, like a lot of banks closing down. I went over this the other day. Credit cards are stopping loans, stop lending money to people. There are a lot of issues that we are just not missing, and I sort of want to know why, right? You have regional banks that are seemingly finished. You got these credit unions that might be going under by next year. Again, we're watching the market crash slowly because these banks are collapsing. Or are these banks collapsing so that they can all roll us into the CBDC? Now, I told you guys before, for the CBDC to work, something catastrophic has to happen. Sort of like a reset button to put us back to zero, to where we become dependent and completely reliant on the government. So why are we watching regional banks fail? Why are we watching regular banks close down? Why is the market crashing? Well, all because of it's all about, control. They want to control us. We are watching so many different things. Some of us are paying attention to so many different things, and some of us, again, are hyper focused on what's going on overseas. Not to mention, like I mentioned in Angry Prepper, we have eight other conflicts we need to watch closely, because that can turn into something. At some point, guys, the United States keeps saying that they're not involved in this Israeli Hamas war. They are undoubtedly involved, because their military bases are getting bombed, which I think the Americans let happen, because there's no way, shape, and form, guys. When military bases get attacked, there's always intel. And sometimes there's a surprise attack that just happens out of nowhere. There's always that. But multiple surprise attacks, get the fuck out of here. So nonetheless, we got that going on. We have the border still being flooded that no one's mentioning. No one's talking about that now, because we're all looking at the Middle East. These people are still coming over in droves. They're coming over. Yo, if someone said they're free burritos in the United States, every last Central South American is headed here. The amount of people that I'm watching come here is nothing short of a nightmare. But again, yet we're all focused on the Middle East. Super chat, AP is my financial advisor. Yeah, I wish. Wish I was a financial advisor. So yes, this is undoubtedly going to turn into the Third World War, like without a doubt. How bad it's going to get is the bigger question. Now I know some of us know how bad this is going to get. The Prepper Revelator said we are a bazillion% involved. Yeah, we are, without a doubt. But when are they going to admit to it? You know, when is the news going to be like, you know what? Enough. The United States is involved. They're stopping attacks. They're bombing positions in Iraq and Syria. I'm like, we're involved. Once we stopped missiles from hitting Israel, so-called missiles hitting Israel, once we stopped that, we were already engaged. But whatever. Yeah, right. Free burritos for all my friends. You want to come to America? They have great burritos for you and healthcare, because why not? Right. So all these people are headed here, and all these people, guys, that are headed here to the United States, they are undoubtedly 1,000%, 1,000% being fed very, very well, being taken care of. Because there's no way some of these fat fucks that are walking hundreds of miles are not losing any weight. Some of these people, cameras are following these people. They started out as fat fucks in, let's just say, South America somewhere. They end up by the American border, still a fat fuck. Impossible. Listen, if you went for a walk 20 minutes a day, every day for a month, 20 minutes, you would lose a lot of weight. Probably anywhere between 10 to 15, maybe 20 pounds, depending on who you are. These people are walking and taking weeks to get here, and they didn't shed so much as a pound. You should be losing weight just off of stress. You should be stressed out with that walk and losing weight. Forget about even if you were eating, you should still be dropping weight because of the stress. These people are not dropping. They should be walking over the border like skeletons, but they're not. So therein lies a big, big problem. So again, while all of this is going on, there are power grabs, if you will, being made. What are we gonna fucking do? Now, a lot of people seem to believe that there's nothing we can do. There is. We can J6 the shit out of the country. It's what we can do. But I don't know. I don't know what to think, guys. And again, if a nuclear bomb goes off, like I said, I'm not saying it is, I'm not saying it isn't. But if one does go off, this is going to reshape the world as we know it. And if a bomb goes off because of this war, this is going to reshape everything we know. It's going to make World War II and I look like a walk in the park, if in fact it does. Now, I did receive a notification from a friend. Texting my son, my oldest, that is. There was a notification that came in, and it states this. It's from a guy who has a page called, his name is Matt. It's XR Patriot. And he goes, my contacts in the DoD said the White House is drafting an executive order to call for a new military draft order for males 18 to 26. The military draft will become mandatory or go to jail. All drafts are mandatory and you will go to jail. The U.S. military must prepare for war. Now, again, this is a rumor. This hasn't been founded yet. This is unfounded as of right now. This is a rumor. It's all it is. But if this is in fact true, that means the United States, guys, knows what this war is. They understand what this war is. And being that they understand what this war is, and they're setting up for draft, they know that they're going to throw every piece of human body they can at this. They might even up the draft age. because 26 is pretty low. You got a lot of functioning 30, 40-year-olds. What they, the United States might up the draft, guys, if they see what is coming in boot camp. When they look at boot camp and they go, what the fuck is that? And why is that dressed like a girl? You know what I mean? Like when they start doing shit like that, like they're gonna tell these people, yo, your pronouns don't mean dick because the enemy doesn't care. You're not gonna be shanked by the enemy, and the enemy is gonna worry about your pronouns. And if enemy is stabbing you, there you go, Mister. Die, Mister. And in your last dying breath, I'm not a Mister. I'm a Z, they, we. No one gives a fuck. Third world nations and third world countries and other parts of the world do not care about pronouns. So how's the military going to tackle that? Because a lot of these kids are giant vaginas. They use tampons to wash away their tears or wipe away their tears. This is undoubtedly going to be a problem. Yes, Digna Ortiz, this is going to be the Dylan Mulvaney's of the world coming to fight. I'm going to click a link that Prepper Revelator is telling me to click on. And I'm going to watch my iPad just shut down. Let's see if I can pull up what he was sending me. Oh, all right. It's telling yeah, it's telling me the what you call it, join up. Rich, it's telling me to join what you call it. So I really can't get in right now. So I'll try again later when I have time to join. Let's see if I can do it one more time. Okay, so according to this article, 100 Syrians and 50 Iranians are crossing the border illegally in October. It's very interesting. This is by American Greatness. I was able to see the article. So I'll do a video on that after I read this. But thank you, Rich. Appreciate it. Right, you know, you hit those links now and your computer goes on a fritz because every hacker is hacking into shit. In fact, in what was it? Was it Jordan? Their TV was hacked by hackers. Took over and put a cartoon up there. Put a Palestinian flag in a cartoon. So, yes, Adriana, I was able to get in. I did it a second time and let me in and let me look at the article. But yeah, guys, draft in this country, and there are a lot of parents who do not want their kids to go and fight. That's the other thing. Unfortunately, my 25-year-old, he just turned 25. If this draft goes through, he's going to get drafted for this bullshit. Jenny says your other video is being hidden. Which video is that, Jenny? Jenny, which video? Which video is that, Jenny? But yeah, man, I don't want him to go in that war and fight. You know, but nonetheless, he's gonna have to, or go to jail. And the crazy shit is they're gonna guilt trip you into fighting this fucking bullshit war. But I'm telling you, this is not our war. And to throw Americans into this and then shame you for not, like, if my son ran to Connecticut from this war, I'd wholeheartedly understand. I would back him up on that one. I do not want him fighting this war for this president. For this shitbag president, this fucking shitty politicians, absolutely not. Absolutely. I'd be like, yo, here's a plane ticket, go to fucking Canada or Africa. Go meet Mobutu, and he'll put you up somewhere. Because fuck that. Dart said my son is 19. Yeah, we all got, you know, adult kids or about to be adult kids. You know? Someone's like, send them to Canada. Like, listen, like people with Vietnam, you know, they would shame people in Vietnam. They shamed people in World War II. Those two wars I sort of get, but this one here, no thank you. Not when Israel let this happen. When they let this happen for a reason. All right? And then especially war that has nothing to do with us at all. That's Israel's fucking problem. Let them hammer it out. But nope. Let's throw our kids into a war where politicians' kids are not going to go and fight. Oh, shitballs. Is it really? Let's see. Um, a world. The live stream I just did is still there. It hasn't been blacklisted. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's still up and running. Yeah, it's still there, guys. Maybe my other videos they're hiding, but yeah, it's still there. Penny Prepper, you're right. These kids are not about that. These kids are not about this fight. No way. You imagine some of these kids trying to fight this war? Listen, there's some kids who will probably want to go and fight, and there are other kids who are just not going to fight. You know, but yeah, the video's still there. It's not gone. I was like, damn, really? They didn't even fucking let me, you know. Yeah, the video's still up and running. It's fine. But yeah, a lot of these kids. A Black Dog said your last stream I had to go to another browser to watch it, and not sign in. Oh shit, that's interesting. I'll keep track of it then. I'll definitely keep track of it. But yeah, it's still in my video. What you calls normally when YouTube has an issue with it, they take it out right away, and they didn't even. Sorry, they didn't even blacklist it. Yeah, it's still there. But thank you guys. Thank you for being concerned because that's it seems to be their thing right now. Fucking YouTube channels right in the ass. They even had a new update on talking about the war, and you got to be very careful on how you talk about the war. That's why I mean, listen, I stand in the middle because I stand in the middle, but the way that they're deleting videos and channels over talking about the war. If you are pro-Palestine, they're getting rid of your channel. If you are spreading false information, they're getting rid of your videos or channel. Ryan, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. And that's the other thing too, guys. These kids today, they don't have the fucking balls. Bottom line, they don't have what it takes to fight this fight. It's they're people like they're grown differently. Yeah, they're pussies. Like my son, because he's my son, he has the goals to fight. But would I want him fighting this war? No way. Obviously, guys, if the fight came to us and they were drafting him to fight in this country for some invading force, absolutely, I'd fucking join too. But yeah, a lot of the kids, man, and the other thing is a lot of kids live in a fantasy world. They live in a fantasy world of they want their pronouns to be read off to them so that they feel respected. And then you have other kids who think this is a video game. There is no reset button once an AK round goes through you. No reset button, right? So a lot of kids they have to it's going to be a shit show. The draft is going to be a shit show. And then on top of everything else, these kids are fat kids. They're just fat. They don't even meet the weight requirement. They're so fat. So you got that. So again, guys, and then for those that took the arm ticket and have a ticking time bomb in their body somewhere, when they go to basic, that's when they're going to find out about it. So there's undoubtedly, guys, going to be a lot of problems with the draft. A lot. So many, it's going to be out of control. Anyway, I think that's enough ranting and raving today. I am a little tired. I was thinking about taking a road trip tomorrow, see what happens when I get up. But yeah, I got a couple things to do tonight, and then I'm gonna go lay down. Trying to not be as busy as I was, especially now that I'm back at work. Anyway, guys, that being said, I'm gonna take my Negro ass off the air, and I will see you guys Friday, and I'll see some of you guys Wednesday for the midweek report. The midweek report might be on the road. So I might be doing that in the car, live streaming from the car. Headed back from Watkins, Glen Fall, upstate New York. All right, guys. Other than that, thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. Thank you for dealing with my bullshit. And I will see you guys Thursday night. Friday night. Friday night. Not Thursday night. Friday night.